Today, we're diving deep into the human body. No, you can just crack one open in real life without a medical degree and a whole lot of paperwork. But we can definitely have some fun at its expense. So, get ready for a tour of human anatomy with a healthy dose of sly humor. First up, the brain, the command center of the entire operation. It works non-stop, 24/7. But let's be honest, it definitely takes a few unscheduled breaks, especially when you're trying to remember where you left your keys or trying to understand your friend's logic after their third questionable decision of the day. It's packed with about 100 billion neurons, which is impressive. But sometimes it feels like all of them decide to go on vacation at the exact same moment. Fantastic. It's the original supercomputer, processing thoughts, emotions, and memories, all while making sure you don't forget to breathe. Most of the time. Next, let's look at the eyes, the windows to the soul, or so they say. They let you see all the beautiful things in the world, and all the ugly ones too. Like, what is up with the fashion of 2025? Seriously? Who invented those pants? Your pupils have this cool trick where they dilate when you see something you really like a cute puppy or a slice of pizza. They also dilate when you see your electricity bill is higher than your paycheck. It's a versatile response, really. They work hard to give you this high-definition view of life, complete with color, depth, and the occasional awkward eye contact with a stranger. Moving on to the ears, they hear everything. And the worst part? There's no off button, so you get a front row seat to your neighbor's journey of learning to play the guitar all day long. A fun fact for you, men's and women's ears are pretty much identical in structure. So sorry guys, you unblame your gender for not hearing that text message asking you to take out the trash. Our ears are constantly on duty, picking up sounds from the quietest whisper to the loudest concert, and then sending those signals to the brain to be ignored. And what's that smell? Ah, the nose. It's our built-in detector for danger, delicious food, and, well, not so delicious food. In life, you quickly learn there are two main types of smells, the kind that makes you tear up with joy, and the kind that makes you run for your life. Sometimes you experience both at the same time, like when you open a container of leftovers you forgot in the back of the fridge. The sense of smell is powerfully linked to memory, which is why the scent of fresh-baked cookies can transport you back to childhood, and the scent of tequila can transport you back to last Saturday night. Now, open wide. We're at the mouth, the starting line for the grand digestive adventure. This is where all the fun begins. You chew, you taste, and sometimes you lie. You know, when you tell yourself, I'll just have one dessert. As the food travels down, your stomach probably lets out a sarcastic laugh. The stomach is in charge of digesting food. But just like a lot of us, sometimes it gets a bit lazy. Digestion takes its sweet time, but of course, you still insist on eating fast food. It's a paradox, really. This whole system is a roller coaster, but a delicious one. Let's talk about the heart, the engine of the body. It beats non-stop, keeping the whole show running. It does tend to speed up when you see incoming bills and slows way down when you're finally relaxing on the couch, binge-watching your favorite show. The heart is a real trooper, pumping blood tirelessly through your body. If it could talk, it would probably just say, "Could I please get just one break a day? Maybe 5 minutes." But no, it just keeps on ticking, fueling your every move, from a marathon run to a marathon nap. Next, take a deep breath for the lungs. Inhale, ... exhale. They are the MVPs of survival, especially after you've been around smokers or decided to climb a flight of stairs after 5 years of avoiding all forms of exercise. Our lungs are pretty modest organs. They don't complain much. That is, until you give them something heavier to process than fresh air. They work silently in the background, making sure every cell in your body gets the oxygen it needs to function. So, next time you take a deep, calming breath, give a little nod to your lungs. They're doing great. All right, on to the unsung heroes, the liver and kidneys. The liver works non-stop, processing all the toxins you throw at it. We're talking about those weekend cocktails, a week's worth of stress, and that questionable street food you decided was a good idea at 2 a.m. Then you have the kidneys, filtering everything that passes through. They're like the best antivirus software for your body. But even they have their limits, and sometimes just can't save you from the consequences of your bad party decisions. They are the cleanup crew, and they deserve a raise. Now for the framework, the skeleton and muscles. Your skeleton is the body's support system, like a set of concrete pillars, but with way more jokes between the bones. Think of it as the ultimate coat rack for all your other bits. Then you have the muscles. Some are obvious, like your biceps after carrying in all the groceries in one trip. Others, well, you just hope they exist somewhere under there. You know those perfect six-pack abs you see in magazines? Mine are more like the family-sized pack of French fries abs. But hey, they get the job done. Let's briefly and respectfully touch on the reproductive system. A quick biology reminder. Men do not have ovaries. Seriously, if you happen to find some, please call your old anatomy teacher immediately. Women, on the other hand, do have ovaries, fallopian tubes, and an incredible amount of patience for all these jokes about men. It's the system responsible for continuing the human race, which is a pretty big deal when you think about it. So, let's just give it a nod of appreciation and move right along. Finally, we have the skin. It's your body's largest organ, which is a great trivia fact for your next party. It protects everything underneath and has a unique ability to feel when someone is annoying you, which can feel like all the time. Your skin is like a sarcastic security guard for your body. You bump into the corner of the table for the 10th time, and you can almost hear your skin sigh and mutter, "Really? Let's have a real talk about the butt." Yes, that powerful part of you that helps you stand tall and, let's be honest, sometimes leads to less than graceful moments. The glutes are amazing muscles. Some people spend hours sculpting them at the gym, while others are just grateful they help them get off the couch. Think of your butt as a hidden engine, right under your pants. And what about that crack? It's probably the most private part of your body. Yet it is surprisingly good at making a public announcement when you sit on a plastic chair just right. Your butt isn't just for sitting, walking, or running. It's a source of comedy. The unexpected squeaks, the little wobbles. You just have to laugh and think, well, that wasn't planned. Here's a fun fact. Your butt has a ton of nerve endings, so it's definitely not just for show. It's a highly sensitive organ that's always on duty. So, let's give it some respect. It works hard, endures questionable chairs, and gives us plenty of laughs. Without it, we'd all be a lot less balanced and missing out on some of life's best jokes. And that's a quick tour of human anatomy, a subject that's incredibly serious, but definitely has room for a little sly humor. The key takeaway: keep your body alive, remember to laugh more, and never forget that your organs are working non-stop for you. The least you can do is show them some respect, and maybe give them a little coffee. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more.